to our SFF series for today. My name is Gina and I'm your host for today's SFF series where we teach practical fitness and nutrition tips to help improve your lifestyle. And of course, I'm not alone. We have our guest today, our Qigong and Tai Chi trainer, Edwin. Please introduce yourself.
Hello everyone, my name is Edwin. I teach Qigong and Tai Chi. I've been teaching that for 4 to 5 years. And I myself also practice meditation for about 9 years. Currently, the kind of clients that come to me are those who are interested to find out more about their own body and their own mind.
Yep. Right. Okay. Awesome. Thank you so much for being here, Edwin. And of course, for the viewers out there, if it's your first time with us, do check out our QR code below or our link in the description as we share all the upcoming SFF series for this month, July. Okay. So currently, this show is running till end of July. Only we'll update you about other stuff, but meanwhile, check the QR code out. All right. And of course, every session we have a lucky draw of the day. So what's the lucky draw today? It's a personal training session with Edwin. Yay! Sponsored by Circle 96. Okay, so do stay throughout the session. Listen, learn from Edwin, okay, and listen out for the hint and the answers for the lucky draw question for today. Okay, and of course today in our discussion, other than the discussion Q&A, of course, we are also going to do a 10-minute meditation practice later, okay? So, Edwin, I would like to ask you a little bit more about our topic today, meditation for better sleep. So, how does actually meditation help in our sleep quality?
Okay, yes, that's a very good question because most people have problems sleeping one way or another. So there are 2 main reasons I see that people have lack of sleep. The first one being they have not been moving enough in the day, so the body is not tired enough. So that's because that ends up as the person not wanting to fall asleep.
So like sedentary lifestyle, kind of?
Yes, which is why they need exercise.
Okay. Right.
So please will find Gina if you need help with that. Yes. So the need for exercise, the need for exercise, or they call movement and rest. Correct. Right. So the second one will be more towards the rest, which is when the mind becomes overly stimulated through watching of videos, scrolling Facebook, YouTube, or even thinking about the day's work, or even like being busy with kids. So this is where meditation brings the attention back into the body. And the process of doing so, it calms the body and mind down because you're focusing on yourself rather than outside yourself.
Right.
So the calming process comes back. It's just like for some people, when they are alone, automatically they become calm because the attention comes back to the body. And at the calm state, that would actually help one to rest and sleep better.
Understand. Okay, it's interesting. So actually, I think meditation itself, this topic, right, is broad in some way because I think there's a lot of also misconceptions out there what meditation is, and I think I do get this a lot because when people inquire with us about meditation sessions, meditation workshop, they will always ask me like, oh, is it like religion based? Is it like is it like, like, so maybe you want to clarify a bit and share with the viewers out there actually what is meditation. Like, is it related to religion practice? Is it related to certain, it comes from somewhere? Or, actually, what is meditation itself?
Okay, to understand meditation better, we have to understand the postures it can be done in. So it can be done in 4 main postures. The first posture is lying and sitting. First to lying and sitting. So as you can see from the pictures, there are variations of sitting. Kneeling is considered a variation of sitting.
Okay.
But other than that, there's 2 other postures too, namely standing and walking, which most people are not aware of.
Right. So walking?
Yes, walking, correct.
Yeah.
So basically, in meditation, what you're looking to do is bring the awareness back in the body. Be aware of what is the body doing. Be aware of your balance. Be aware of even what are your thoughts. What thoughts are you having at that point in time? Because this thought can actually affect the balance in the body.
Right.
So if you see these 4 points, then we would actually see that this meditation or meditation itself, not as a technique, but meditation itself, can be done in all positions because you're sitting, lying, standing, walking. That pretty much encompasses everything.
Yes.
Correct. So many people have many definitions, but I would say there are many techniques out there. But the essence of meditation is to draw one's attention and awareness back into the body and sort of like view the outside world through like a window. In the process, that comes with a certain sense of calmness.
Okay, so it actually doesn't matter what kind of position you are in. You can actually meditate as long as like you try to bring it all towards your mind and like focus on one thing. Is that right?
Not entirely, but you've gotten the point. What I mean by that, because you can be focusing on one point, such as watching a TV very intensely.
Yes.
But that is not.
Yeah. Okay.
So the thing is about, for most beginners, I usually will do the technique called counting the breath.
Okay.
Counting the breath. So basically, the breath is one of the most subtle things in the body. So some people don't even know whether they are breathing.
Yeah.
It will seem funny, but yes, they don't even know what they're breathing. What I mean by that, they don't know if they're on the inhale or exhale, or long breath or short breath. So focusing on the breath, something quite subtle, as well as something quite essential, brings the awareness down at a deeper level. So you're no longer focusing on the noise outside, but you're trying to focus on what's happening inside the body.
Understand. Okay, so I think one very interesting thing you just shared was that you can actually meditate walking, right? So can you give a short example of how do you meditate while walking?
Okay, so nothing beats an actual practice or live practice, of course, but that being said, a very simple practice everyone can do is the next time you're walking, when you are, let's just say, scrolling for a cup of coffee by yourself, going to Starbucks or walking somewhere for a cup of coffee. As you walk, take note of which leg are you walking on. Your left leg,
Oh, okay.
your left leg, your right leg, your left leg. Really, as simple as you know which leg you are on. Because most people, they will left, right, left. Then
I think the more I think of how I walk, the more I walk right, left.
So you see, the mind becomes very scattered. It can't focus. The thing about meditation is not the very intense kind of focus you do when playing sports, competitive sports, studying for exams, but the kind of relaxed, panoramic kind of focus. You're aware of the objects you are focusing on, but what's happening in the surroundings also.
Right, understand. Okay, so then who should meditate? Actually, or is there a part of our life we should start practicing meditation? Yeah, because even for myself, it's like not normal. Like I don't grow up with my parents telling me to meditate, you know, that kind of thing. So yeah, so who should or when should we do it?
Yes. So because meditation is often linked to sitting, I'll explain later why sitting is the best position in that sense. But most people think of sitting, so it becomes something that people don't pick it up. But as mentioned earlier, there's walking, there's standing, even lying. But lying is not ideal because most people, they lie down,
Yes.
spikes out. I'll just see you the next morning. Yes, correct. So in a sense, sitting is the ideal because if you just think about it, as you're walking, there's a lot of movement going on. If you stand for too long, your legs get tired. You lie down, you fall asleep. So sitting is kind of like the in-between position, like sort of the best position to focus. Of course, it still has its challenges, but it's stable, but yet not overly tiring to hold that position. As for who should meditate, I think you can start him young. For my kid, I taught him meditation when he was a baby, an infant.
A baby?
So one night he was having...
How?
So one night he was really like struggling, struggling to fall asleep.
How old when you say baby?
Infant, so less than a year old.
Less than a year old?
Less than a year old, or maybe just past 1 year. If my memory memory doesn't fail me, around that age, definitely before 2. So he was having trouble sleeping at night. I was carrying him.
Yes.
And then I just walked around. I told him, okay, if you can't sleep, don't worry, just breathe in, breathe out.
Do they understand?
See, kids might not understand words, but they understand the message.
Okay.
Because that's how they can learn a language. It's not, parents talk to them in all sorts of language. How come in the end they know what the parents are saying? Because they understand the intent behind it.
Right.
So this is also in a way how I teach my students, because there's this conveyance of a certain message or a certain experience that's there. For example, someone who's skilled in his field, when he speaks, he will be able to pass that knowledge on, that experience on through his works, as compared to someone who's new in that field. Okay, back to the topic about kids. So yes, breathe in, breathe out. After a while that night, 10 minutes, we fell asleep pretty well. But other than that, what I do for my kids is that we tend to watch now and then, because there are 2 episodes of what is called monster meditation. So this is a collaboration by Kids and Sesame Street. Yes. So if you can see on the screen right now, probably you see a cute guy, which is the narrator, and Cookie Monster. So that's the first episode. Cookie Monster is always hungry and he can't wait for the cookies.
So cool.
My kids,
I didn't know they have a kids meditation like Sesame Street.
yeah. So my kid's favorite is the second one you all can find, which is Elmo. Everybody, or most people like Elmo because it's very cute and fuzzy. So it's a story about Elmo having a tough night, falling asleep. He wants to play with his soft toy. I think it's a teddy bear or some soft toy, is it? So the narrator guides him to a series of saying good night. So it says like good night leg, good night leg, good night tummy, good night chest, good night arm. And kids, for whatever reason, they find tummy area very funny. When they say good night tummy or touch their tummy, they find it's a very sensitive spot. They find it's a very funny spot. So it gets them engaged when they are watching also.
Okay. Oh, that's very, very interesting. How old are your kids that's watching this monster meditation?
So we've watched this not too long because I think this is something that came on only probably this year or like early or late last year. Something that's pretty new. There's only like a few episodes.
Okay.
So my kids are 5 and 3. And
okay.
some nights
Quite
they do
young.
request to watch it before bed. Yes, correct.
Wow. So that actually helps them in their sleep?
Somewhat. I mean, since I've exposed them to meditation early, so sometimes before bed, the older son will actually request to do some form of meditation. Actually, it's more in terms of just to help him to get in tune with his body rather than anything fixed or instilling a specific pattern at this point in time.
Understand. Okay, that's really, really interesting. I think for the parents out there, I think this would be very useful. Feel free to go and check out this monster meditation. When I hear this, I also like, wow, there's meditation for kids. I didn't know. That's really amazing. Okay, so enough sharing and Q&A for now. We'll pause the Q&A. Feel free to just type in your questions in the comment down below. We'll get back to it. Let's get straight to our meditation practice for today. Okay, so it's just going to be 10 short minutes. It will help you a lot. Okay, bring you to one point. I'll do the meditation practice also. All right, so I think we are ready. I'm going to pass this time to Edwin. Please take over. Thank you.
Okay, yes. Okay, everyone. So we'll be doing this meditation seated. If you are seated on a chair, shift to the edge of a chair and have both feet planted on the ground. It's important when we sit with the spine upright because one of the reasons in doing so prevents us from falling asleep. So sit at the edge of a chair, feet on the ground, spine upright. Or you can choose to sit on the floor. So if you're seated on the floor, you can follow my setup like this. You can have a cushion, a blanket of some sort, just a very quick setup. As for your legs, a basic cross leg can work, but it's not very stable. Or you can do what they call it the Burmese sitting position, straightening up both legs, folding one leg in, and the other leg at the front. So basically what you're forming is a triangle with the body. So this creates a stable base. So those who do yoga, this might be quite an easy position to get into. Don't be afraid to use this position. And then hands, just very simply on the thigh. So once again, whether you're on the chair or on the floor, make sure your spine is upright. Make sure you have a stable base. Hands on the thigh. And we'll take 3 breaths to reset the body. At this point, inhale, exhale. And again, take a long inhale and exhale fully. Last breath in and out. Close your eyes. So at the start of the bell, we'll begin the session proper. At the end of the session, you'll hear 2 rings of the bell. The technique you'll be doing today is called counting the breath. As the sound of the bell fades out, let your attention drop deeper into the body. Bring your awareness to your breath. Take note at this point where's your breath at your chest or at your stomach. And now, every time you inhale, you count 1. As you exhale, you count 1. Inhale, 2. Exhale, 2. Inhale, 3. Exhale, 3. Inhale, 4. Exhale, 4. And then 5. 5. 6. 6. 7. 7. 8. 8. 9. 9. 10. 10. You start from 1 again. 1. 1. 2. 2. And now I'll leave you on your own to continue counting to 10 and then back to 1. Counting on the inhale, counting on the exhale. As you count, feel the air go into the body and feel it coming out on the exhale. Letting your legs relax. Letting your arms and torso relax. Spine still upright. So if you start to feel anxious, that's fine. Just be aware you are anxious. And then lightly bring the attention back to the counting. Or if some random thoughts about your day comes up, just be aware and bring your attention back to the counting. They are like friendly neighbors who knock on your door and will leave after knocking, after you acknowledge them. If you lose count, simply start back from 1. Allow your weight to rest onto the ground. Let the ground take the weight off your legs, off your body. If tensions are felt in the body, once again, just be aware of this tension and bring the focus back to the counting. Lightly counting, being aware of the air going in and out of the body. If your attention is on the music, bring it back to your own breath, your own voice. Your own voice which is there all the time, your own breath which is there all the time. And if some of you are feeling a point of being suspended, a point of suspension, like you've lost your bearing, sense of gravity, just be aware of that sensation. It's a point where the body and mind has reached a new phase of relaxation that you are not used to. And in a few moments, we will get ready to open our eyes. As you count, be aware of your body if your attention has drifted off. Be aware of your buttocks. Be aware of your feet. The contact between the feet and the ground, between your buttocks and the seat. And then take a deep breath in and out. Another breath in and out. Okay. Slowly open your eyes. For those who are sitting cross-legged or on the floor, if you need to, just feel free to stretch your legs, let your joints loosen up. If you need to do, just twist around in the chair if you've gotten a bit stiff. Just twist around, loosen up. And hands, just a very simple technique. If you're a bit drowsy, rub the hands so it's warm. Place your hands over your eyes, your ears, the back space of the neck. And one more time, rub your hands over your eyes, ears, base of the neck. Stretch out, ease off.
Okay, thank you so much, Edwin. Okay, I'm feeling a lot more zen now. I'm feeling a bit like slower now. Okay, yeah, it's really very relaxing, and I think throughout the session, a lot of us have different sensations and feelings, and I actually start seeing some comments on that as well. People are actually sharing how they're feeling in that seated position and all. So maybe we can share a little bit. Okay, so maybe I do see some questions from the floor, so I'm gonna check with Edwin. I hope all of you are feeling as relaxed as I am and ready to go and sleep. But don't go sleep yet because we still got lucky draw. Right. So okay, Edwin, I have one comment from a viewer, Anu. Okay, she actually commented that her legs go numb when she's in the lotus position. Do you have any advice on that?
Lotus position, okay.
Mm.
If it's the first time, I wouldn't recommend going into a lotus because it's a very advanced position, kind of like what we saw in the picture. I would say the legs go numb. Okay, when legs go numb, usually it's a case of the circulation to the legs isn't very clear. In Mandarin, we call kong. So it could be the blood flow, it could be tight tissues, or it could be a lack of energy. We call it chi or prana. As it goes down, it's not very clear. So what happens as the legs are held there for long, circulation stops.
Right.
That's where feelings of numbness come about. So sometimes if it's long enough, it disappears. Other times it doesn't. In some traditions, they will teach you to observe this discomfort because it will come and go, it will fluctuate. So as a practice, but I would say that if you feel numbness in the leg or discomfort in the legs, do not hesitate to actually add a physical practice to it, such as some form of stretching or some form of weight mobility training to open up the joints that will help you prepare for a more stable and a more lasting practice.
Right. Okay. But actually, does it matter if we hold it in a normal cross-legged or lotus position to meditate?
So there is a continuum. The normal cross leg is the most unstable. That's where the most back pain comes about because the less stable you are, the more you must hold your body.
Understand.
The Burmese sitting is fairly in between. Full lotus is recommended. I've tried myself before because it's very stable. You've got a lot of points of contact with the ground. But the downside will be it takes time to train your body to bend into that position.
Right. Okay. Understand. Okay. So we have another another comment from the floor as well, from Shirley Moore. She actually said that she will fall into sleep if she close her eyes and sit like this. Do you have any advice to, like, is it even normal? Oh yeah, I think that's a very good question, because even for myself, is it normal that when we are supposed to meditate and we fall asleep, or like, even lying down, when yoga and like we call it asana pose, the lying down, and I will actually, in that short few minutes, I actually even have like dreams. That's why I knew I kind of fall asleep. I have like this mini dreams, like in and out. Yeah. So is it okay to fall asleep when we meditate?
Okay, so most people, when they first start meditating, will actually fall asleep. I would
Okay.
say that is a reflection of your current body state.
Okay.
Many people are working on mind over matter. The body is very tired, but they don't let it rest. So one of the possibilities is the body is tired, it wants to rest. You close your eyes, you relax, immediately it wants to shut off. That's the first thing. So the second thing will be, if a person is functioning at, say, this level of activity all the time, this is their sleep level. So when you meditate, I bring you to here, or even nearby here, tendency to get drowsy. But for seasoned meditators, they can go as low as here and then they're still awake. So it's
Okay.
the case of, we talk about the panoramic lens. Also, some people can only be here. So anything lower, or I talk to them in a slower state, slower pace, they start to get drowsy. This is a very normal thing. If you're aware of it, it's great. So ways to sort of overcome in that sense. Number one, make sure you have sufficient rest, you're getting a good diet, you're eating well, you're sleeping well, and then getting sufficient exercise first. Because if these are not in order, the body naturally reflects itself. You might even feel drowsy as you're sitting on the couch. Once the body is sort of okay, rested enough, then it's assisted. What you can do next is every time you feel drowsy, you just adjust the position a bit. Like if you're dozing off, you just sit up. Not big adjustments, but just be aware that you are drowsy and bring the attention very lightly back to the counting. That's why we did the counting the breath practice.
Yeah.
Why
So
we
just
did
now what you go
1,
through
2,
with us
2.
is a technique called counting the breath. Is that right?
Yes, counting the breath.
Counting the
That's
breath.
the reason why we did a 2 counts, because if you were to just inhale, exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2, chances of falling asleep is even higher. Because that's even slower pace.
Understand. Okay. I think it's a very simple and useful technique, counting. I'm sure there's a lot of techniques out there. I think today the one that you go through with us. So counting the breath technique, can we also do it walking, standing, or still best seated because you want that stability?
Okay. Standing and walking, I do not recommend because they are quite active posture. So ask you to stand, breathe in, breathe out 1, breathe out, breathe out 2, chances that you will zone out very fast.
Okay.
You start to think about the next thing because the body is in an active position, it wants to move. Most people can't stand still for long. All the guys who have served NS would know that. It's the torture.
in the drill. Sadia.
Correct, so no. Not very ideal. If you're walking, I wouldn't recommend because as now I was saying, I recommend the left, right. You're walking. Correct. So seated can, lying can, once your seated practice is become solid enough, for example, you can sit maybe 10, 15, or 20 minutes just doing this technique with somewhat comfortable with drowsiness, you can practice lying down.
Okay.
So lying down can be, yes, you know that you're counting in and out 1 and 2. The benefit of doing lying down is that it allows for more release of tension in the body because you can sink your weight down on the bed and let the bed take your weight. So it can be very therapeutic for some people having chronic tensions in the neck, lower back, or even the shoulders.
Understand. Okay. Oh, that's very, very interesting. Thank you so much for sharing, Edwin. Okay, so for viewers out there, if you have more questions, feel free to just type it down below. Even after the live show, we can actually come back and answer your questions. Okay, so we're coming close to our end of our session. I'm feeling very zen and relaxed now. So there's, of course, so we're coming to our lucky draw first before we end our session. Okay, so what is our lucky draw again? So today our lucky draw is actually a personal training session with Edwin. Okay, so you can learn not just like personal training through Qigong, Tai Chi, okay, even body awareness and all. He's one of the best person to learn from. And of course, today we also have a sponsor who is sponsoring this. It's from Circle 96. They're actually known for their modern feng shui consult, and they actually ensures that they will not turn their clients' home into a Chinese temple. Okay, if you'd like to know more about them, feel free to check out their Facebook. If not, we are going to come to our lucky draw question of the day. Ready? Edwin, please.
Okay, lucky draw question, very simple. What was the technique that we did during the meditation earlier? I repeat again, what was the technique that we did during the meditation earlier?
The meditation technique, right? That you were teaching
the meditation
that 10
technique.
minutes.
Yes. So there's something to do with this. This is a very
do
big
with this?
thing.
Is it eating?
Yeah. Quite close enough, just the,
not the mouth, the nose.
The nose, yes, correct. So something to do with that, yes.
Okay. So guys, one last repeat for lucky draw question for today. Okay, you get to win a personal training session with Edwin. What is the meditation technique that Edwin was doing today during the demo session? Okay, so the hint that he was telling is something to do with this. I think obvious enough, right? Okay. All right. So I see some great answers already. Okay. Anyway, we'll announce the lucky winners tomorrow. Okay. Do follow our Facebook and Instagram closely as we do the lucky draw. Only for those with the right answers and only for those who have liked our Facebook page. Okay. And so to end off today's session, I think I'll just like to thank Edwin so much for your time to lead us in this practice, to educate us about meditation, because this is not something that is very like common for a lot of people, but a lot of people know they need to slow down, in their everyday lives and all. All right. So yes. Okay. We have one last question. Okay, one last question. I'm gonna give special. Okay, one last question from the ground. Okay, we answered this before we end off. Okay, there's a question from Jimmy. Is there any issues for someone who has snoring tendency while meditating? Very interesting question. Would you like me to repeat again? Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Any issues for someone who has snoring tendency while meditating? I think he's trying to ask, is it okay to snore while meditating? I think that's what I'm trying to ask. Yeah.
Okay, the question is from Jamie, correct?
Jimmy.
Okay, so offhand it's very vague because I do not really understand what is going on. Like, are you awake and you breathe in and breathe out? That sounds like a snore. Are you falling asleep and snoring, or are there many other possibilities? So if you are falling asleep, then it's really back to the guideline of if you are tired, rest. Get up, after that meditate. So it's like some people will meditate first thing in the morning because that's when the body is fresh, the mind is fresh. But if this snoring is as you sit, your airway is relaxed, there is some sound from there, some nasal or the glottis sound, I would say that it is normal in the sense that it's being relaxed. But if you find that the sound becomes very unusual, do seek the necessary medical advice, because I'm not expert in this area. But I do know of some people, as they meditate, the sound becomes deeper, or they're indicating the deeper parts of the body that might be a bit blocked. That's why there's some other sort of sound, or even like a primal kind of sound that comes up from that deep inhalation.
Understand. Okay, Ken. So I think this one they also need to check with a specialist, right, to make sure that is it they are having like issues in their breathing system and all, because like you say, it might be the breathing, might be the so I think this one have to find out lah. Okay. Yeah. All right. So okay. So we're gonna end off this session today. All right. So I'm just gonna repeat the lucky draw question one more time because I start seeing funny answers. All right. So the lucky draw question for today is, what is the meditation technique that Edwin did today during the demo session? So Edwin gave the hint that it's something related to like this, okay, but it's how many words? The technique is how many words, Edwin? Actually.
Okay, I give two more hints.
Two more hints. Wow, that's a lot of hints.
2 words.
2 words.
2 words, that's the first hint. Second hint has to do with 1 to 10.
Right. So the first hint is, and second hint is something to do with 1 to 10. I think quite obvious, really, right? If not, you'll never follow the meditation just now. Okay, so key in your answers below. I allow you all to key in one more time if you doubt your answers. All right. If not, we're going to end off today's session. Okay, I want to thank you, Edwin, again for all your time and teaching and sharing your knowledge. I really, really appreciate it. I hope the viewers out there, you have learned a lot as well. Feel free to still key in any questions you'd like to ask us in the comments down below, even after the live session. Okay, so with that, Edwin will come back and help to answer them. All right, if not, okay, I'll see you guys again in our next Monday. Okay, we're going to have a special SFF series where we're going to do a full 30 minutes partner yoga session. All right, so if you have not registered, please register yourself in the QR code below or the link in the description. Oh, exciting. Grab a partner. Huh? All right, if not, thank you so much again, everyone, for your time. Thank you, Edwin, for being here, and I'll see you guys next Monday and Thursday. Bye-bye.